This is Daily Blast Live. We're talking about what you're talking about. Real, honest, entertaining, live. DBL starts right now.
3, 2.
Welcome to Daily Blast Live. It's Thursday, September 3rd. I'm Tori here with Al. We've argued all day.
Yes.
All day we're arguing.
We'll let y'all in on that later.
Just let you know about all of that. Stephanie joins us from home, letting you know, Steph, how are you, my love? You feeling good?
I'm good. I don't want to be the tripod mid-argument, though, so I might be a bystander that steps in once in a while.
There you go.
The tripod
But don't
adds
bring me
balance.
in the argument mix.
Yeah, the buffer. You'd always need a buffer.
Okay, I'll take it.
Yeah, you're the buffer.
I'll take that.
Mommy
then.
and Daddy are fighting.
Okay,
Here we go.
I'm prepared. I'm prepared.
All right, well, shocking news, guys. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson has revealed that he and his family had tested positive for COVID-19. He talked about the experience on Instagram. Take a look.
This has been one of the most challenging and difficult things we have ever had to endure as a family, and for me personally too as well. But testing positive for COVID-19 is much different than overcoming nasty injuries or being evicted or even being broke, which I have been more than a few times.
Dwayne says he and his family have since recovered from the virus. After
You know how in shape you got to be to not wear a t-shirt under that zip-up sweat? When's the last time you put a zip-up hoodie on with no shirt underneath? You know you got a six-pack under there. You're like, oh, I should take this off. Oh, it's just my six-pack. My bad.
Oh, I thought this was a shield of some kind. Oh, it's just my skin. Well, his family have since, thank God, recovered from the virus. That's very funny. After they contracted it from family friends who came over to their house. In the video, he urged how important it is for visitors to get tested beforehand, and he also encouraged people to wear a mask and to boost their immune system. Stephanie, I gotta say in one sentence, if The Rock can get COVID, you can too. If you think you're strong enough to not get it, you're wrong. He's stronger than you. The epitome of stability got it. What do you think this says to a lot of people?
I think it's just, again, reminding everyone that, you know, there is a virus out there. It is real. Literally hundreds and thousands of people have died from it. And it's just to remember, you know, just because you may feel well, you might not show any symptoms, you too can be sick. My brother-in-law actually was tested the other day, and he found out that he had COVID.
Whoa.
And he had no idea that he'd ever had it. And he said that he noticed his taste was off. Like, he was struggling to taste things, but he wasn't sick. He didn't have a cough or anything like that. And my sister's really heavily pregnant, so they were like, thank God,
gosh.
you know, that nothing happened. But, you know, you never know. And it just goes to show you, like, anyone can have it. It doesn't matter how fit and healthy you are. You know, just remember to protect those around you. Be safe, wear a mask, wash your hands. We need to remember this all the time. Just because things are starting to slow down a little bit doesn't mean it's not contagious anymore.
That's true. Al, you have kids. He had a 2- and a 4-year-old with it. He said they handled it better. They just had runny noses, but he and his wife had it pretty bad.
Well, for now, we know that this attaches to receptors on the heart, and I'm not wishing ill on anybody, of course, especially not children, especially not the children of a man as large as The Rock. What I'm saying is we don't know what the long-term effects of this 5, 10, 15, 25 years out. And so that's just why it's important to protect yourself, because we don't know. So it's really scary. I'm sure the people that brought that to his home feel terrible. I'm sure whoever brought it to their home feels terrible. I mean, this doesn't start with that couple, so we just got to stop it.
It's true. And if you think, oh, I know these people, they're my friends, think again, because you want to get everyone tested. Moving on to Meghan and Harry, they are now a major part of Netflix. The former royals have inked a multi-year deal with the streaming service that will involve them developing documentaries, feature films, scripted shows, and children's shows. In a statement, Meghan and Harry said they would produce inspirational family programming that informs but also gives hope. The deal is worth some... Al, wake up. Some reports have projected the couple could bank $100 million or more. I want to get Steph's take because she's the Brit queen on all this, but why did you fall asleep? Not interested?
Steph, have you ever tuned in for inspirational stories of hope? Like, people want to be entertained. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. I didn't make the rules. I didn't make the rules. They want to be entertained. Even with chicken soup, there's something interesting. They have your voice. You're animated. It's got to be something really interesting. So I don't know what they're going to produce. There's no track record. It's not like they got Jordan Peele or somebody. I don't understand. What's the track record of entertainment?
Well, she's an actress from Suits, right, huh, Steph?
She didn't write it?
She was a part of it?
Thank you,
I
Steph.
think that Okay, what I'm gonna say is, will I watch, if it's a documentary series on them, their move to LA, like kind of like a reality, what it's like to leave the royal family, like an insight into it, and somehow maybe Archie growing up, I'd be into that. But in terms of like, they're not going to be producing this, let's be honest. They're not going to be directing it. I mean, they're just simply not. If it was something also to do with like some of the charities that they work with, then like, you know, going into the charities, that they've just made one, a non-profit called Archwell, which actually launched in spring this year, but due to COVID, you know, it's taken a bit of time. Or in looking into Harry's Invictus Games and some of the characters, their background stories, you know, how they've been injured in wars and how they've overcome that. If it's stories of that nature, you know, I get it. But I'm just confused as to what else they're going to do. And I mean, all of those things would be incredible and amazing, but I mean, if it was one-off documentary series, I'm like, okay, cool, yeah, sure. But I mean, all these spin-offs for like so many movies and series. I mean, I love watching like series on Netflix. I love watching comedians on Netflix. Like Ali Wong is one of my favorites. Baby Cobra, best thing I've ever seen. She didn't get that kind of money, but then she's not a royal, I guess, but she brings me much more happiness.
Yeah, there you go. That's a nice way
I feel like we can leave and Steph would just argue with herself, which I love.
Back and forth, back and forth. Fascinating.
Sorry.
No,
I love it.
It's amazing. All right, No Time to Die is finally getting a release date. The film will now open on November 20th. Here is a look at the latest preview that came out today. Take a look.
I met your new 00. She's a disarming young woman.
I get why you shot him.
Yeah, well, everyone tries at least once.
Of course, that's a Bond film. It was supposed to be released in April, but the pandemic forced the delay. No Time to Die will also be the very final James Bond film for Daniel Craig, who says he's stepping down from the role. Well, first off, I really would want to go to see a Bond movie in a theater, which is always important. But I'm sort of glad that Daniel Craig is no longer the Bond. And I'll tell you why, Steph, and let me know what you think. He never wanted it. He wasn't very, like, appreciative of it. I don't know. Pierce Brosnan was just, everyone has their own Bond. And to me, it was Pierce. What about you?
Fair enough, I hear you. I think the minute someone no longer wants a role, or the minute, you know, they've got other things that they want to achieve, you should pass that on to someone else who is really hungry, who is desperate for it. And in Daniel's defense, no, David, sorry.
No, Daniel,
Wait, what's
Daniel,
his name? Daniel. My mind just, I had a brain moment. No, I think in his defense, he really did try to step down from the role, and the franchise themselves would not allow it. So that's why he's been so vocal, because he wants to give it the opportunity to someone else. He said after he'd done a certain amount of the movies, he felt, okay, now it's someone else's time. So that's on the James Bond franchise, not him. But will I be going to see it? Absolutely. Am I excited? Yes.
Okay.
And I've already been to the cinema the minute it opened, I won't lie, so I'm dying to get back in there again to watch this.
I feel, now Al is disagreeing with you. Go ahead, Al. What's your take?
No, I was just saying, I actually was saying I wanted to move on to the next story.
I did too,
I was like, yeah, okay.
Let's get to the next story. Okay, good. Tom, I do want to get to this story because it's like incredible. Okay, Tom Hanks and Rita Wilson's son, and we've sort of talked a lot about him on the show.
A little bit.
Chet Hanks, love this guy. He's trying to win Adele's heart the best way he knows how. Adele's been getting some flack for wearing a Jamaican flag bikini and her hair in Bantu knots, but not from Chet Hanks, no, who thinks the singer should hit him up. Watch this.
Adele. You know, I say me a prayer from long time, but after me see a picture of that, it sweet me. Me not tell no lie, my girl. Hairstyle fit you. Big up yourself. And
Al?
Somewhere in the universe, Bob Marley just put his joint out. That is the saddest thing. That is so sad. That's so sad. I don't want that.
Sad. I mean, talk about cultural appropriation on Adele, and then you get Chet Hanks.
You know, it's just corny.
It's so
just
weird.
It comes off fake. I mean, look, if you're into Jamaican culture, Rastafarian culture, that's cool.
Right.
Get in there. But that just seemed very pre-planned. The music was ready to be cued, and then he's able to switch between. I don't know. I wasn't feeling it.
I was not feeling it. Steph, real quick, were you feeling Chet or were you not feeling Chet? Will Adele feel Chet?
No, I mean, once it was earlier this year when also Ched did a lovely speech at an award show. It's lost my memory now as to which one it was. Tom Hanks won, and he stood up on the stage saying, "I'm so blessed to have 5 children that are all so much smarter and wiser and make better decisions than I ever will." Tom, you're wrong. Embarrassing.
Oh man, this whole show's been dedicated to Chet Hanks. Stephanie, don't go away. Coming up on DBL, Britney Spears makes a new move in the conservatorship drama with her father. How she hopes it'll help win her case. Then Steph catches up with Hunger Games actor Josh Hutcherson. Wait till you hear the hilarious prank he pulled on co-star Jennifer Lawrence.
Closed captioning provided by
Introducing the future.
Welcome back to DBL. Britney Spears wants everyone to know the true story behind her ongoing conservatorship battle with her father. According to TMZ, Britney wants her case open to the public. Her lawyers are currently fighting a motion by her dad to keep her details of her conservatorship sealed. Now, as we've mentioned, Britney doesn't want her dad to be in control of her finances anymore, but she does still favor actually having a conservator, just someone independent. Steph, every time we talk about this, you get more and more right. Every single time about this Free Britney situation. And now I know Jamie Lynn, her sister, stepped into the fray to also try and take over. What do you have to say about this new development that he wants to keep it quiet and she wants it in the public?
I think obviously the reason why Britney Spears wants this to come into the public is because I know you said every time I'm more and more right. It's not that I'm being right, it's just that I've read all of the facts on the story and I've followed it for years.
Wow.
And I think that's something that the media is kind of... If you look into all of her fan accounts, some of the messages that Britney Spears herself puts out, I believe she does that very clearly. It's been proven, she's had a medical examination, it's been proven that she has no disability and she's not an in or an out patient of any California state hospital. So it kind of is like, why then is this conservatorship even in place? But this is a step in the right direction. So now her sister is in the process of taking over, and they're going to potentially move all of her money into a trust.
Yeah.
So if that happens, there's a chance then that Britney can be free completely. That's what I'm hoping and praying for, and her mother is backing Britney on that too. So, I mean, I think the fact that Britney Spears is saying, let all this be public, let everyone see, she's got nothing to hide.
Right.
You know, this has been discussed for years and years and years, and I think she's sick of being controlled. She's sick of her father having so many rights, and she's desperate to make that change. And she's not saying, hey, you know, I'm going to completely step away from this. I don't need to be in a conservatorship. She's doing all the right steps, and she's doing it in a very open manner. So all I can say is good luck to her. It's going in the right direction. People are finally listening. I don't know what's taken so long. To be honest, it's very concerning to me that her father's got away with this, with all of the other allegations that have been against him, and him, you know, hurting her children, whatever else, which has not been officially proven, just to say, but, you know, allegedly by Britney's ex-partner. But there's so much to this. But if people just give it, I think everyone needs to, you know, step behind her and listen to what she's got to say. Seriously.
Yeah, and I'm glad, Al, that she's taken to, like, Taylor Swift will go to the public as her, like, army and support to say, let's go to the public.
She's got an army.
She does. She really does.
Do they have a name?
Yeah, they're called the Britney Army.
No, they're not.
Coming up on
I almost fell for that.
I think that's,
What's it called, Steph? Is that it? It's not it. That's not right.
Yeah,
that can't be
I
it.
mean, I just feel like anyone who loves Britney, free Britney.
Free Britney, there you go. Well, Hunger Games star Josh Hutcherson is coming up. He chats with Stephanie, and he tells her all about his off-screen shenanigans with co-star Jennifer Lawrence. That's coming up next.
Do you worry about going to the dentist? What?
Welcome back to DBL. Josh Hutcherson played the role of a lifetime as Peeta Mellark in the Hunger Games franchise. I had a little crush. Earlier, he told Stephanie all about his off-screen shenanigans with co-star Jennifer Lawrence. Here's today's Chatting with the Stars.
Josh, welcome to DBL. You've gone from Pan-Am to pandemic. Literally, how have you been holding up?
Go ahead. One of us should go home.
It's been all right. It's a lot of crazy emotions. You know, it's very strange when the whole world just comes to a stop, obviously. But I'm very fortunate and lucky. I know there's a lot of people right now that are really having a very difficult time.
Well, the Hunger Games, it was set in a bleak, dystopian future with loads of unrest. So what lessons about uniting society do you think we can learn from the films?
I think that we can learn the power of the people. You know, I think that the Hunger Games franchise really talks about, you know, what happens when you have all the money and the wealth and the power all in one specific group of people. I think that that's dangerous, and that's going to lead to unrest, because as a society, we have to take care of everyone.
So true, so true. And as co-stars, you and Jennifer Lawrence did some incredible stunts on screen. But what's this about you pulling some stunts off screen that led to soiled pants and a concussion?
You know, we basically, we had these full life-size replicas of some of the cast, because we had to do crazy things with them, and it literally was identical to us as people, like, you know, like dolls basically. And you know, we decided one day we should put it in Jen's bathroom in our trailer and see what happens. And what had happened was she opened the door and lost her mind, instantly just her pants without uncontrollably. And that's that. So it definitely, the reaction was even better than we expected. She knocked me out one time. She basically like was showing off. She's like, look how I'm an action star, da 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 da. And then she like was doing these like air kicks, and she's like, Josh, I can kick over your head. And I was like, whoa, whoa, whoa. And then boom, and she like hit me in the temple, and I like hit the ground. She's a bad man. I'm not messing with her again.
She definitely was running like circles, or should I say a triangle, around your character Peter. Her, obviously she's Katniss, and her friend Gail. So you were all in this like steamy love triangle, yeah? So she had you both wrapped around a little finger. So if you guys were all living in Hollywood today, who do you think that Katniss would actually end up with?
She might end up alone. I think they all might end up alone. You know, look, in the Hunger Games, it's you know, it's a fight for survival, you know, and she's got a lot of things on her mind. She doesn't have time to mess around with these boys.
Thank you for your consideration.
You guys can catch all of the Hunger Game movies streaming for free all September on Tubi. Josh, you've been amazing. Thanks for stopping by, and we'll be right back.
Promotional consideration is brought to you by...
Hello, I'm William Shatner, and
Yep, they're telling me it's time for some sweet, sweet deals.
It is.
It is. Earlier, Steph showed me some amazing products at even better prices. Here's this week's DBL Deal Blast, presented by Morning Save. All right, what do you have for us today, Stephanie?
Now, having the right tools in the kitchen is going to bring you so much confidence, and this is what you're going to get with the Ginsu Gourmet Shikara Series 8-piece premium forged knife set, and they've got a lifetime limited warranty. Now, normally this set is $100, but we've got it for $59, which means you're saving 41%, Tori. Next, I've got something that's going to bring style and convenience to your everyday look. It's the Bandolino charging pouch with a little wristlet. So it's got a built-in power bank that you can use for your phone. If you've got an Android or an iPhone, it doesn't matter. Normally, this is $60. Now, we've got it for $19, which means you're saving 68%. All right, now Tori, we all want to have pearly whites, but teeth whitening at the dentist can be, well, a tad pricey, can't it? But not anymore. We've got an amazing deal with this Pro Noir LED teeth whitening system, and it comes with a bonus whitening pen. And guess what? It's up to 20 treatments in one box.
Whoa.
Now, normally this kit is $200, but we've got it for $29, which means you're saving 86%. I've got the perfect combination for your at-home hand therapy. So this is the Spa Life electric manicure set, and it comes with 4 packs of these restoring hand masks too.
Whoa.
So it comes with a professional complete set of tools. Look at this, and it has all these different attachments as well, so you can shape, contour, polish. Now normally this kit is $52, but guess what? We've got it for $15, which means you're saving 71%.
All right, head on over to morningsave.com to snag these amazing deals at the lowest prices. You can even visit morningsave.com on your smartphone. It's good because you can't get to a manicure, so now you can buff out your own nails.
Right, I got my nails done yesterday.
Did you? They look
Yes.
fantastic.
Thank you.
I put press-ons, but some of them has popped off.
Oh.
Okay. DBL's new every day. We'll be back tomorrow, same time, same place. Classy.